Hey Canucks fans, welcome. Thanks for waiting. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary post-game live stream. Tuesday night, March the 2nd, the Canucks lose to the Winnipeg Jets 5-2. So as always, let me go for the first 5 minutes and then I'll turn it over to you. So first off, shout out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, and Lucas Gates. Thanks to all of you for all of your support. Thanks to members of all levels for your support. You are all listed in the description to this video. And as always, you're welcome to join this channel as a member. All you gotta do is press the join button underneath this video or any of my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Right off the bat, I invite you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I invite you to like this video. Don't like the fact that the Canucks lost, but like the fact that we can hang out and talk about the Canucks for the next 45 to 60 minutes. Like the fact that I passed 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, a large part to you. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate the moderators. I always forget to thank you, mods. You know, charge it to my head and not to my heart. So thank you to the mods as always. And I got lots to talk about. I got lots to talk about. Let me talk about the game for a couple minutes, and then I'll talk about a couple big announcements. You can probably see one of them very clearly on my screen, which I'll talk about. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you, Ethan. You're gonna see it pop up on the screen like in a second, right underneath. There we go. Look underneath that Monkey 9 Brewing. There's the first hint of my announcement. Look at that. Look at me jumping over the couch there. That's good. Actually, I'm probably behind now, but I'll talk about that in a second. I see some of you already guessing correctly, but yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's what I talked about in my post-game live stream. The things that I liked the power play. We went 1 for 2. I actually thought that I never blame the refs. You know, I think that's kind of, I don't want to say losers do that, but I think that sounds like excuses. But I thought that the Winnipeg Jets did get away with a few things. I would like at least 1 or 2 more penalties. Maybe give us, maybe change the outlook in the game. So I like the fact that the Canucks scored on 1 of the 2 power plays. I like the fact that they got a late second period goal after they gave up a late first period goal. And Brock Besser had a quiet 2 points. But that doesn't mean that I'm thrilled with how the Lotto line played, because they were on the ice when in the first goal, the Appleton goal, the 3-on-2. It was a 3-on-2 because the Lotto line got trapped in the offensive zone. The Lotto line was also on the ice when Stastny scored the 4th goal, the backbreaker. That was such a weird goal, you guys, because it started off with the alley-oop pass into the zone, and then of course Holtby's out of position. Edler trips on Holtby's stick. No, sorry, Myers trips on Holtby's stick. Edler then tries to help out in the crease, in essence preventing Holtby from making the save. Whereas I think in hindsight, Edler should have just skated out to Stastny in the slot and prevented Stastny from shooting. That's probably a better way of trying to stop the puck instead of trying to play goalie. So you had that going on. Then, so I didn't think the Lotto line had the best game. Holtby himself, you know, I'm not going to say that the Canucks lost because of Holtby, but I don't think he did much to help the Canucks win. Now, he did face 38 shots, right? Winnipeg at 39, but one of them was the empty netter. He did face 38 shots, but you know, and he made 34 saves, so that's 896 save percentage. But you got to get that over 900, and you got to make the big save. I didn't like the second goal, and I certainly didn't like the third goal, the power play goal. Yes, the Jets are on a power play, but Holtby wasn't even set. He had time to get set or at least be square, but he was half falling, half standing up. And I thought that was a backbreaker. Well, every goal is a backbreaker for the Canucks. And they just didn't seem out of the game, but it didn't feel like that they had it in them to push and tie it up. And Travis Green said as much on his post game. That, you know, that's the advantage of starting these a little later. Now, as you guys know, I go half an hour after the game as opposed to 15 minutes after the game. It helps me do a better, more detailed post game recap. Then I'm actually listening to the post game, listening to the media availability as I'm trying to get the stream ready and get all the tags done. So yeah, I was able to hear that a bit about Travis Green, and it's too bad. You know, the Canucks simply cannot. They're not making up ground. They win one, they lose one. They win one, they lose one. They win one, they lose two. So as optimistic as we were yesterday, and as happy as we were yesterday, I think it was a little bit, it's more disappointing today. Okay, hold on to your questions for about 1 more minute, and then I'll get to all your questions. So once again, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you like the fact that we're hanging out together. I appreciate that. And yeah, 2 big announcements. The first one, as many of you know, I actually didn't mention it I think I did mention it last night. Past the 6,000 subscriber mark. So thank you for your support. For all you in here that haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. It took me 6 months to get to 6,000, not from scratch, from 5,000. So it's not like a meteoric rise or whatever, but it was steady. It was steady. It was 150 to 200 new subscribers every month for the past 6 months to get me from 5,000 to 6,000. I always say it's not about the numbers, but it is a nice milestone. So thank you. So probably give me another 6 months to a year to get to 7,000. Very slow, very steady. Emphasis on slow. But thanks for that. And so give this video a like. Give me a like if you like the fact that I got to 6,000. That's the last time I will pander for likes tonight. And then the other one, as many of you put in the chat, you have seen that yes, I have secured a sponsor for the rest of the season. And that's why I'm wearing the shirt here. It says Monkey 9 Brewing. Now you might say, well, Clay, how is it that you got a sponsor that's a brew pub? Well, it is the fact that I don't drink. I go with friends there quite often. It's attached to the bowling alley that my kids bowl at, where I go. It's in Richmond. It's in the entertainment district, in the Riverport Entertainment District. So if you're ever around Richmond, either now or especially when COVID ends, and you're in the 6 Road area where there's the ice arena and the water mania and the bowling alley and the movie theaters, make sure you check out Monkey 9. I'm so happy. Yes, they're sponsoring me for the rest of the season, and look for a giveaway. I'll promote it here. I'll promote it on Twitter, but it's going to be an Instagram giveaway. I'll set that up in the next weeks, a chance to win gift certificates to Monkey 9. So yes, I'm very excited to have a sponsor. And yeah, it's kind of funny. Don't worry, I won't wear this shirt. I don't think it's very flattering. Well, nothing's flattering to my physique, but the fact that I have a sponsor for the rest of the season is pretty exciting. And yes, like I said, I don't drink. You guys know I don't drink alcohol, but I'll go there and enjoy the delicious food. And it's a really, really great atmosphere. I've taken my workmates there. We've had work functions there for dozens of people, and I'm there quite a bit just with my family and with friends. So Monkey 9. Thanks again. I appreciate all the good people there, and I look forward to doing the giveaway with them in a couple weeks. Okay, I went a little bit overtime, but I wanted to say thank you for the 6,000 subs, and I want to get excited about the fact that I have a sponsor now, and that's you guys saw it when I had to kind of move things around on the stream a little bit and shrink some graphics. Okay, now to your questions, and for those of you that are new here, welcome. What I do is to save my voice and so you guys don't get absolutely sick of me, I go questions only. I don't read every single comment. I'll jump into comments if I need to, but I'll go questions about the game, about the Canucks, and I also read compliments and affirmations as well. Okay, Gmod says, congrats, buddy. Thank you. And sorry, if I haven't get to your questions, okay, I'll go up a little quick. Miles, any word on Mott? I miss having on the PK. Me too. No, he's not even practicing, so he's still at least a week or two out. Alfred, hey Clay, it's been a while. Do you think the Canucks will keep Miller on the right side for the power play? Why not? It worked tonight. That was a nice different look. But we were concerned more about Pettersson and Besser switching sides, not having Miller up there. I'm not sure if they were in transition or where Pettersson was after we watched that replay. Gmod says, congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rob says, good work. Thanks, Coach Rob. Gmod, I think Greenspeak's mistake was not playing Demko. Yeah, I know. That's a tricky one, right? Because maybe you're saving him for Toronto, but then you also think you have a better chance to win tonight as opposed to Toronto, no matter who's in net. I would have liked to see Demko go tonight if he was able to, for sure. Ethan says, congrats on the sponsorship. Thank you. Fangro, hey Clay, thoughts on PD's goal tonight? It was nice. It was a nice heads up pass to Besser. Besser really heads up pass back to PD in the middle, and then that wicked shot. Did they ever figure out if it went in on the first part, like when it passed Brossoit, or was it after it bounced off and then hit his back and went in? Did we ever see a good look at whether or not the first shot actually went in as opposed to the carom off his back? Thoughts on Miller's game? He didn't look very good on the first Winnipeg goal. Yeah, Mills, that's a tough one because he was a -1. Sure, he scored a goal, a nice goal in the power play, but I still think, that first goal, it was tough. I'm not going to blame Miller completely. It was a 3-on-2, and one of the forwards had to get back to make it a 3-on-3. but it did happen pretty quickly. Yeah, maybe he could have back-checked a little harder. I thought he was okay. I thought he was noticeable, and not in a bad way. I thought he was average tonight. What do you think of Travis Green as a coach, Cole? I like him. I know the players like him. I know he's very well respected. But it's been a tough, and he seemed a little dejected in the post-game tonight. Jeff, congrats on the sponsorship. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, I just figured out, as you mentioned a couple of times ago, that you are tuning in from back east, so thank you. Nick, hey Clay, is Luke Hughes coming to the Canucks? Well, thank you for not trying to make me say the T word. Depends how high he ends up ranked. It depends where the Canucks wind up in the draft position, so tough to say. Why Holtby? I'll say it again. I think it's because Green was saving Demko for the 2 Toronto games, but I would have liked to try and get points tonight. And it's easy to say this now because we've seen the game, but I think Demko gives you a better chance to win. What do you think about Jake's game? There was that one play where he made a couple nice darts to the net. He could have passed it over to Pearson. I don't know if you remember that, but Virtanen was on his backhand. I tweeted about this, but Pearson was wide open by himself. So I thought Jake's game was okay. No points, even, no penalty minutes, 2 shots on goal and 1 hit in 12 and a half minutes of ice time. Truds, Clay, you're saying the refs didn't affect the outcome? The refs through the game, period. There were at least 3 obvious calls they refused to make affected the initial scoring and set the tone. Truds, thank you for your opinion. No, I don't blame the refs. I do think that the Canucks could have had at least 1 or 2 more power plays. So I will agree with you that they missed some calls, but you got to make your own. You got to make them call them from a standpoint of just work harder and force Winnipeg to take more obvious calls, I guess. But I hear what you're saying, Truds. I hear what you're saying. I wouldn't say we lost because of them, though. Why Hope you over Demko? I mentioned that just now, Jay. Hopefully you heard my answer. John Canucks should hire Dan Bosma. Gmod. So Gmod didn't like the refereeing. Rob, if they are thinking about making GM change, do you think they should do it before the deadline for trading? You think they should, Rob, to give the new GM a chance to put his stamp on the team and then make a decision about Travis Green. Is Aquilini, will he go back on his word? His tweet from February 13th where he gave the whole team a vote of confidence, we'll see. We'll see, but the Canucks haven't really improved since then. They've played better, but no movement in the standings. Sony, do you think the Canucks have a chance of making the playoffs? Yes, but a very slim chance. Mathematically, they do, but I think it's going to be very unlikely because they can't seem to string 2 wins together. Fillmore makes a point that JT Miller goal was an All-American goal. Assists were from Quinn and Brock. Yeah, they're going to have a decent Olympic team next year, that's for sure. Ethan. Nice to see the logo there as well. Thank you for your membership. Do you think the Lotto line can be considered a top 5 line this season? No, not this season. 15 points for at least each member of the line in the last 17 games. Both Petey and Brock are power play goal in the last 17. Yeah, I think they're in the top half of the league, but I don't think they're top 5 given how poorly they've been defensively. Clay, what defunct jersey do you think should be used as a third? I like the LA Kings not triple crown. I like the LA Kings. I'm trying not to get confused between the retros and the actual third jerseys. No, any defunct jersey. Those Quebec Nordique ones, those Avalanche retros on the outdoor game look pretty sweet. Fangirl, can you and Gail react to your engagement? I think that would be cool. So Fangirl, I'm guessing that you've seen it on my YouTube channel where, I actually posted my engagement. I proposed to Gail at a church event, a youth ministry event of all places. Gail's very shy. There's a reason why you never see her even in any of my live streams, post games, intermission reflections. But I'll mention it to her and see what she says. Noah, do you suggest a lineup change? For example, bring Harlock back in or Ulevi? I'd like to see what Jace Harlock can do. He had a pretty bad game those 3 minutes, but I'd like to see what he can do. And Ulevi, who do you bring in? I think Hamonick's been really good, actually. I thought Hamonick was good tonight, even though he took one penalty. But I like Hamonick's game. Maybe you try him for Ben, but we'll see. But I wouldn't mind seeing Ulevi. And I think you'll start to see more young guys as the season slips away. But again, Travis Green is coaching for a new contract. Tough one. Michael, how frustrating is this? Just as the team gives you hope from last game, they go out and lose a tough back-to-back. Yeah, it is very frustrating. And it just, unfortunately, you guys know, I try moderation. I try not to get too high with the highs, too low with the lows. But this game kind of convinces me that it's going to be tough for them to make ground in the standings. And then Montreal won today. So, the lesser of two evils. Ottawa could have passed us tonight or been very close to us. But it said Montreal wins, and it makes it harder for us to catch them. Shafeen, anyone on the taxi squad or AHL worth a look? I'm tired of the bottom seats that can't produce. Well, Mark Michaelis could come in and try. I'd like to see what he can do as a center. Jace Harlock, I want to see him get more of a look. And then I think Jack Rathbone is going to be really exciting for us, for sure. Jeff, you're out east. I really like energy and positivity. Thank you, my brother. Plus, my brother lives in Vancouver, so I have some sort of connection with mainland. Oh, cool. Jeff, what area does he live in? Gmod, Clay, I know you touched on Demko already, but this is a different line of questioning. Do you feel the team plays better in front of Demko? Gmod, that's a really good question. And by the way, thanks for coming back as a member. I appreciate you. Do they play better in front of Demko? No, I actually just think Demko's that much better. And intuitively, you think they'd play better in front of Holtby, thinking that Holtby might need more support than Demko. So no, I don't think they play better in front of Demko. I just think Demko's a better goaltender. Rob, any chance they can make Travis Green GM and coach? No, he's got no GM experience. GM and coach is pretty... Coach, that's a lot to do. Sony, thoughts on Tyler Myers? He played much better in Winnipeg. We better off trading him. Yeah, I thought he was fine during this recent run, but I thought he had a tough game tonight, -2, and very noticeable when he's on the ice. Maybe just because he's so dang tall, but he is noticeable when he messes up for sure. Nathan, thoughts on the upcoming games against Toronto? It's going to be tough. At least it's at home, but does that make a difference? I think it's going to be very tough. Oh, by the way, a bunch of you were asking when Marie sings next. It's Saturday night. Hockey night in Canada, early game, Vancouver and Toronto. You were talking defunct teams jersey. Yeah, so then defunct jerseys or jerseys from defunct teams, Riley? If it's defunct jerseys... Or, no, actually, defunct jersey or defunct team jersey. I still go with Quebec Nordiques. Sony, what are your thoughts on the Jets? They're my second favorite team in the entire league. I've outlined why many times. I think they're a good team. I think they got some top... They remind me a bit of, actually, Toronto, where their strength is in their top 6. I think they have decent defense, but no studs there. Maybe Toronto's defense better, but Winnipeg's got much better goaltending, even though it's Brassard that's beating us, not Hellebuck. Crazy. Noah, who needs a scoring boost more? Gaudette, Roussel, or Virtanen? Well, I think you want to see Virtanen score, but I think Gaudette is the most valuable player to us of those three. So I'm going with Gaudette. Fango, do they play Demko next game? I can almost guarantee it. Alfred, do you think the Canucks will re-sign Edler again? No. Please no. Try and move him if he waves his no move, which I doubt he will, but you never know. Otherwise, you respect him, you let him retire, or you let him finish the season here, but you don't feel any loyalty to him. You don't offer him a contract as UFA. I've said this many times. I think Edler would rather retire than play with another team. West Van, very cool, Jeff. Ethan, do you think Rathbone will crack the Canucks lineup next year? Especially Edler ends up retiring. Oh, Ethan, very, very fitting that Edler question comes after Alfred's question. Yeah, I think Rathbone could make it, and I would love to see a left side of... Put Schmidt on the left side. I'd love to see a left side of Hughes, Schmidt, and Rathbone. I think that would be really good. Rathbone or Ulevy fighting for that spot. I think Hughes, Ulevy, Rathbone is too inexperienced. I would bring, but then I guess we're losing Edler. We're probably losing Ben. We're probably losing Hamnick. So there's going to be a lot of spots up for grabs. So yeah, I think Rathbone will make the team next year. What can the Canucks do to beat the Leafs? I don't see a path to victory. No, Shafin, it's going to be a tough series. We haven't been able to beat them yet. We've lost 3 straight. You got to somehow, but Toronto's been shutting down Edmonton. I don't know how you do it. It's going to be a tough series for sure. Maybe hope that Austin Matthews still hurt. I don't know. Jogpal, you think Holtby is not working out, or is it too soon to say? I think based on his body of work so far, it has not been good. And you're happy that it's only a 2-year contract and it's not more than that. It'd be different though if the Canucks were right in the middle of a playoff hunt and he was downing us. But I think we can kind of not excuse it, but I think it's not as bad because the Canucks aren't looking to make the playoffs, which is really too bad. And it's not because of Holtby. Rios, yo, what's up, Clay? I see you got a sponsor. Yes, Rios, welcome. It's my first one. Very excited about it for sure. Riley, jerseys from defunct teams, Thrashers or Nordiques. There you go. There you go. Alex, Zach McEwen seemed to be all over the ice, throwing hits, getting involved. What do you think? Yeah, I thought McEwen had a good game. 9 minutes of ice time, 3 hits. And you guys remember, he made that one really sweet move in the fourth period. In the third period. He didn't get a shot on goal, but he did a nice little toe drag move that I thought was quite good. Fangirl, when will Jet Wu make the lineup? I think he's 2 or 3 years away, and he'll be a third pairing defenseman. Is Hope be good enough? Kyle, depends what you mean by good enough. He's a backup goaltender. He's not a starter anymore. And it's tough to say. I don't want to say he's a bad goalie now. It might be because of the team that's in front of him, but I certainly think he's been a disappointment for sure. How do you feel about Demko? I like him. I think he's going to be a bona fide number one. I have zero concerns about Demko. Gmod, if we beat the season Leafs once, the season is success. I hate the Leafs. Jogwell, hope he's like Ryan Miller all over again. I thought Miller was good, actually. He's steady, at least. Clay, is there any NHL player who you think could join Vancouver? What do you mean, Riley? Who could join? Do you mean... Yeah, tell me what you mean. Are you talking about a trade or a free agent? Let me know what you mean, Riley. Riley, congrats on the sponsor. Thank you, Riley. The team defense has been very suspect. What do you think? Yeah, I agree with that, Jeff. I think the team defense has been suspect, and Demko's been better at bailing out the team more than Holtby has. Holtby just looks small, right? He just looks like he covers less than the net. Well, I guess technically that's correct, but he just doesn't seem to play with the same confidence. I don't have the same confidence. I'll put it that way when Holtby's in the net than when Demko's in the net. Sony, do you think the fans in the stadium can help push the Canucks to the playoffs? No, because A, I don't think we're going to get fans in the stadiums, and B, I've talked about this before. The one game I went to, that Ottawa game, yes, it was Ottawa, but the players were pretty intense. They didn't need the fans to get them riled up. Noah, did you see PD shovel Morrissey's glove in the net? I saw that. That was pretty funny. What, did it go 5-hole? Shafeen, as the playoffs seem less likely, what are you looking for the Canucks to get out of the season? This death march is all too familiar. Yeah, it sucks. It doesn't. It's not a good feeling. I think you want to see Hoglander continue to develop. You want to see Pedersen and Hughes continue to develop. Besser having a really good season. I think you want to see the Canucks try and move Pearson, Sutter, Ben, and even Edler. That's what I'm looking forward to. Free agent wise, good question. So tough to say. I don't know who some of the UFAs are. Riley, I'd have to look that up and then be better prepared for next time. But I won't put any suggestions. Ethan, who do you think Seattle takes from the Canucks in the expansion draft? Virtanen, Holtby. It could be, I've always said it could be one of the young guys, Virtanen, Gaudette, or McEwen. It could be Holtby. I think those 4 are probably in the running. Gmod, Canucks have less confidence in Holtby. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Fangio, do you think Edmonton will get their bid to get at least some fans in the stands? I didn't know that they were trying. What's the COVID situation like in Alberta? I thought it was pretty bad. I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to be a hard no as well, but we'll see. Nathan, Clay, favorite dish at Monkey 9. Congrats on the sponsorship. Well deserved. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like anything Monkey 9 does with steaks. Steak sandwich, steak. Sean was telling me they have a different sirloin steak special right now. Sean is my son who what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Sean is my son who is in there a lot as well because the bowling alley is connected to them. So I think their steaks are really good. I've had their fish and chips as well. Their pasta's fine. My son Jake loves pizza because when they work at the bowling alley, they get their food from Monkey 9. So I actually have not had a meal there that I haven't liked, Nathan. Thanks for asking. You should check it out. I was about 4 fans in the Jets arena. How? I was about 4 fans. Jockpa, what does that mean? I was about 4 fans. There were 4 fans? Riley, Vancouver should resign Nate Schmidt. No, he's under contract, Riley, for another 4 years. Nathan, Clay, thoughts on bringing in RNG if he hits the market? Hometown kid. Who's RNG? Is that RNH? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? Who's RNG? If it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, RNH, yes, I bet you it is RNH because G and H are next to each other on the keyboard. I like him a lot. I think he'd be good. And I think he's a good player, a really good player. Rob, is there any way I can sponsor a membership for a friend to your channel? Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I never bought a membership to my own channel. I don't know how it works, Rob. Maybe, I'll look that up for you. But maybe the other way to do it is you have your friend. Don't know if it's Shannon or if it's someone else. Coach Rob, maybe you still get them to pay and you pay them back. Maybe that's the easiest way to do it. I don't know if you can pay, but Rob, look it up. Coach Rob, look it up on YouTube on Google. Just YouTube. Can I buy membership for someone else on YouTube and see what they say? That's very kind of you. Fangirl, wish I could enter the giveaway, but I don't live in the area. Well, you can enter the giveaway, and then if you win, you just got to give it to someone. Riley, Clay, have you ever had a WTF moment that made you laugh? Oh, I've had plenty. I've had plenty of them, but let me save that for the end of the stream. I'm trying to think of one that would be really good to share with you guys. What's the giveaway? Michael, no, I haven't launched it yet. I'll be launching it later this week on the weekend. So you haven't missed it. Don't worry, Michael. But it is a giveaway to Monkey 9, which is a pub here, but my sponsor. But, if someone from out of town wins, you can always gift it back or give it to someone or send it to someone. Send it to someone here. Well, you saw 4 fans on TV. Are you sure Jogpal was fans or it wasn't, employees? Ethan, do you think the Canucks have a curse with hometown players? We always seem to lose or get destroyed by Brassois, Sam Reinhart, etc. No, I don't believe in the curse because there's guys like Lucic from here that, although yes, he did win his cup, he hasn't destroyed us recently. No, I don't believe in curse. I don't believe in superstition, any of that kind of stuff. Landon, sorry I'm late. No problem. Who should the Canucks target this free agency? Fuzzy Wuzzy, I actually don't think they're gonna have that much money to go after anyone. Actually, I think they're gonna spend all their money re-signing their own guys like Hughes and Pedersen and Demko. To be honest with you, it is Shannon. Cool, Coach. Yes, the Jets hit a couple posts as well. It could be a lot worse. Who should Vancouver trade and get? That's a tough question, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Very, very general from a standpoint of it's easy to say who they could trade and get, but the other team's got to be a willing dance partner. Should the Canucks try and sign Philip Deneau, Jaden Schwartz in the offseason? They can afford it. I like Schwartz. He's a little bit injury prone. Deneau I don't know as much about, but I do like Schwartz. Where is Monkey 9 in Richmond? 6 Road in Steveston, the entertainment district there. 6 Road in Steveston in Richmond. Gmod, do you think Edmonton will be successful in getting fans in the arena? Yeah, Fangirl mentioned that as well. I didn't even know that they were applying. My gut feeling is no. Sean, I don't care about wins and losses. I just cheer for the guys. Good. No, we should still cheer for them, but yeah, I don't think we should be unrealistic either. What's the giveaway? No problem. Giveaway, I haven't said it yet. I'll be launching it later this week, but it'll be for 2 separate winners, $50 gift certificates to Monkey 9. But I'll be announcing it later this week. What player is the most trade value right now? Well, if you Pedersen, but of course you wouldn't trade him. Virtanen doesn't have much trade value as we've seen. I think Tanner Pearson. If we're talking about realistic trade bait, I think it's Tanner Pearson because he's a cup winner. He can be a middle 6 guy and he can help a team with their depth. Sony, if Pedersen trade was to be made, who would you want for him? Oh, I'd want a first line player back. Sebastian Aho at the absolute minimum, right? Because I hear a lot of people comparing Pedersen to Aho, maybe like a 15th best player in the league. So someone like that, at least. Trading 2 or 3 for 1 very good player seems more prudent now. Perhaps, yes. Costas, what do you think of Corey Hirsch saying we don't have enough true top 6 forwards mentioned? Virtanen and Pearson as top 6. Yeah, I agree with that. Virtanen's not a top 6. Pearson is a middle 6, either second line or third line. Podkolzin is coming. Yes, that's why I do think you can trade Pearson because Podkolzin is coming. Noah, can only 19 plus people go to Monkey 9? No, you can bring minors, but they can't drink obviously. But yeah, it's a restaurant. It's not just a pub. It's a restaurant. So minors can go. I do recognize that a few of you, not a lot of you, but a few of you are indeed still in your teens. Tread says trade Pearson, Gaudette, and JT for true top 6. Ooh, I don't know about JT. That's a lot. Aho and Pedersen are pretty even. Yes, I agree, Sean. I use that comparison a lot. Did Hughes play good tonight? He was okay. He got his assists. -2 though. I don't blame him on the one goal that I remember him on the ice, the 3-on-2. I can't remember what other goal he was on the ice for. What if Patrick Laine was traded for Pedersen? No, I keep Pedersen in the center. Besser for Eichel? Absolutely, but Buffalo won't do it. Podkolzin is coming, indeed, Jogpaul. Nabil, Canucks need to move out expiring contracts? Absolutely. Try to recoup as much picks and cap space spot? Absolutely, you're right. Noah, when does Rafferty secure a spot on the team? I think he's always going to be a bubble player. He's always going to be a bubble player. I think he's going to be like a 7th or 8th defenseman, not a top 6. Custis, what's your thoughts on JT? Our fan base is split, stays or goes. We need to keep him. No point in trading. Thoughts? Costas, I don't think we need his 2.5 cap hit, but he doesn't have a lot of trade value, so we're kind of stuck. Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy says, I really like Pearson. Yeah, Pearson's very streaky, though. That's the thing. I want more consistency out of him. Jogpal says, hell no browser for Eichel. So do you mean like Firefox or Safari? I'm just kidding. I know you meant Bester, Jogpal. I'm just bugging you. Fango, did not signing Toffoli or Markey or even Tanev hurt us this year? Yeah, I think you can argue about the fact that they got bigger, at least Markstrom and Tanev got bigger contracts than we'd be willing to sign, but you can't argue that it's affected our team on the ice. Ill mentality. Go Jets go. We're heading to the top. Canucks game tonight. Is nice to play you guys again. Yeah, split this one. We took one in Winnipeg at the end of January, but you took both in Vancouver last week. No, Winnipeg's a good team. What kind of package would you put together for Eichel? Oh, Nathan, you're getting me in trouble. I don't think Buffalo listens unless you include Pettersson, right? Top player for top player. I think Pettersson and Hughes I wouldn't do for Eichel because we need our D-man. But I think, what type of package would you put together for Eichel? Oh, gosh. I think it would take, I'm not saying I'd do this, I think it would take PD, a draft pick, and a player. I really do. Cullum, oh my. My youth ministry legend brother, Cullum Line, Montreal Canadiens fan living in Saskatchewan. You guys together, Cullum and I put together maybe the worst workshop in history, but also the best workshop in history. Hey, you should hire my Habs old goalie coach they just fired. Yes, Stefan Waite fired Sean Burke, now the director of goaltending for Montreal. Cullum, nice to see you, man. And this is awesome. Pettersson for Price. No. We want our center. We need our franchise center. Price is getting old, even though he's from here. He costs too much money, and we believe in Demko. But I still like Price, but for all those reasons, I would not do it. Thoughts on Hamnick? Fuzzy Wuzzy, I like him. I might be the minority, but I like him. And he's cheap, right? 1.2, 1.3, whatever he signed for. He's only here for a year. I thought he's been fine. I thought he started the season poorly, but the last few games, I think he's been good. Prediction for when the draft lottery will happen. It'll happen. Season ends in the middle of July. It's got to happen. They usually do it in the playoffs, so maybe in June sometime. Give teams a bit of time to figure out what they're going to do. Sean Avery, how much you need to add onto a Hughes for a Besser deal? Curious how much they truly value him. Onto a Hughes for Besser? You mean a Jack Hughes? Sean, can you clarify what you mean? Hughes for Besser. I guess you're talking about Jack Hughes for Besser. I think you'd have to add a pick. A high pick, I think. Demko's our starter? Yes, I agree. Take it, Lucas. Nabil Eichel would cost a lot. Trade Bo first, second Rathbone. That might not even work. Yeah, no. You need... Yeah. Eichel's a second overall pick, right? Behind McDavid. What do you think of Habs fans bashing on Price? He's been the Canadiens for his whole career. Cullum, if you're still here... there you are. To be clear, I love Price. Would never trade him. He'll get his game back. Just have some fun. But Cullum, you are a Montreal Canadiens fan, and Gmod, one of my members, is asking, what do you think of the Habs fans bashing on Price? So Cullum, you probably know the Montreal Canadiens fan base better than I do. Tell me what you think of the Habs fans bashing on Price and if it's warranted. Probably not, but I'd love to hear what you think. Rob, any GMs out there that are not working for a team that you would like to see come to Vancouver as a GM? Yeah, Lawrence Gilman, but I don't think that's going to happen. Noah Clay, do you know who Post to Post? I do know who Post to Post is. Yes, I don't watch a lot of the stuff, but I am aware of who Post to Post is. Where are they based out of, by the way? Ethan, I would not trade for Eichel. Not worth the price, and it would mess up the Canucks. Yeah, Hamnick is okay, don't mind. Pearson Gaudette first for Eichel in a second. Maybe. Riley doesn't like the Stars. Lucas, no disrespect for Holtby, but I think he should go to the Kraken and smash a job. Yeah, I don't think the Kraken's going to take them. It's $4 million, still $4 million, and I think there's going to be a lot of other better goaltenders out there, younger too. Call him, to be clear, I love Price. Would never trade him. He'll get his game back, just having some fun, no problem. Hoping for Gibson, 1-for-1. Yeah, in our dreams. I get most of my farm for Pedersen. He is good. He's good. He's gonna be great going forward. Call him. Luke Hughes or Owen Power. Yeah. There's something about having the Hughes brothers here together, truly. So if the difference between Hughes and Power is negligible, I would look at Hughes just from a standpoint of then you likely have them both here for their careers. Bo Besser first and Rathbone could move the needle, get Eichel. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a lot, though. Eichel trade not worth it. Call them Habs fans being Habs fans. Expectations were unrealistic high after postseason. Much the same for your Canucks. Yeah, I know I know the feeling. Post to post is in New Brunswick. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. Leave Eichel. We need to trade for top 4 right-handed defenseman to play with Quinn. Yeah, we don't have a lot of those. Do you feel Gaudette has trade value? I feel you'd be traded and have a monster year. Yeah, Gmod. Gaudette seems like the type who we would trade. He'd get in the right system or get with the right players. Maybe just needs some more talented players to play with. Thought he had a really good game last night. Not so much tonight. -1, 14 minutes. Yeah. Was Ryan Miller a better goalie for the Canucks than Holtby? Well, he was our starter, right? And then Eddie Lack came, and then he was basically the bridge until Markstrom came. So I thought Miller was pretty good. Better than, say, Holtby's been so far. Yes, Costas. Ryan Miller's first year here was really good. Trade for Doughty. Too much money. How many years until JetBlue is ready? I'd say 2 or 3 years. Bottom pairing D-man. Try to get Tanev from Calgary. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think Calgary will trade to us, especially him back. And then it'll just look bad on the GM. Why is everybody hating on Nate Schmidt? Like he makes the Vegas power play, but doesn't make the Canucks please. No, yeah. I like Nate Schmidt a lot, and I think he's improved. He had a bad start to the season, but he's been a lot better. Gmod, thank you, Colum. Yeah, Colum's good. Salt of the earth. Would you do Besser for McAvoy? I like Charlie McAvoy a lot. I really, really do. And he's right-handed, isn't he? Is he? Yeah, he's a right-handed. That's tough to say. I would entertain that. I think I would. But Besser's having such a good year this year. He's our leading scorer. Another 2 points tonight. But you got to give up quality to get quality. Yeah, I don't know. I could go either way on that one. Jeff Skinner, bad contract. Yes, Fangirl. If you had a choice between a prime Hamhuis or Burrows, who would you pick? I take Hamhuis. I think for the Canucks right now, we need D. I trade Holtby if he doesn't get selected. Says that to Lucas. Yeah, but what are you going to get for him? Sean, say the Canucks drafted Luke this year and the Devils offered Jack for something along the lines of Besser, Gaudette, Pearson, lots of picks. Would you do it? Yeah, I would. I would entertain having all 3 Hughes brothers. That's pretty crazy. Hughes would play McAvoy in the U.S. team. That's going to be a fun pairing. Clay, realistically, where do you think the Canucks can end up in the North Division? Column, before the season started, I said 3rd. I actually said Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver. No, sorry. I said Toronto, Calgary, Montreal. Start again. Hey, everyone. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. No. At the start of the season, I said Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal, Edmonton, Winnipeg, and Ottawa. So I'm looking like an idiot because I had Edmonton and Winnipeg 5 and 6, and they're 2 and 3 now. So now I think realistically they can finish 5th. I think they can still finish ahead of Calgary. Calgary's a dog's breakfast, but I don't think there's enough runway to catch Montreal. So I think the Canucks will finish 5th, even though I admit that I had them pegged as 3rd. Jacob, hey Clay, just came home from the dinner, saw the score, thoughts on the game. Yeah, Jacob, I don't want to rehash the whole thing because that's what we talked about for the last 40 minutes. But Canucks just didn't work hard enough, and they didn't play hard enough, and they didn't protect the puck enough. And I thought Hope was just okay. Pesci, yeah, Jeff Skinner. I think is with Vegas' AHL affiliate. Wow, I didn't know that. Do you think Jake Kiley will ever get a chance? No, Noah, I don't, because I think they're looking at DiPietro to supplant Holtby after 2 years. Nabil, you try to move Bo for right-handed D. Oh, Jim Benning's here. Here he goes. Clay, did the third Senators logo creep you out? I have to look it up again, Riley. I don't know off the top of my head. Yes, I know, Colin. You're a Calgary raised boy, but the team is a tire fire. Yeah, Colin. So I think about you a lot. Not only because you're a brother, you're a bro, but yes, when I think of Montreal and Calgary, I know that Montreal's your favorite team, and I know that you're from Calgary. So very raised there. Crazy. Thoughts on trading Pearson, Edler, and Ben? Yeah, Andrew, we got to do it. We got to trade Pearson for some picks because we got Podkolzin coming. Edler has got a no movement, so I doubt he'll waive it. And Ben, I think if we can get a mid-round pick for him, let's do it. How much money will Hughes and Pettersson make? Depends length of contract, but I've always said Pettersson's going to make 9-10, Hughes will make 7-8, like 9 or 10 or 7 or 8. So I think you're looking at 18-19 million between the two of them, maybe 18 to 20 million between the two of them. That math doesn't add up, but you know what I mean. Maybe 7 or 8 for Hughes and 9 or 10. Hughes is going to be interesting. Dahlin, Makar, and Heiskanen all up for the same contract. Follow up, what would you look for in return? Pearson, second or third rounder, maybe second rounder. Ben, middle rounder. Edler won't waive. Dexter, hey Clay, how are you doing? I'm great, Dexter. Hope you're well. Do you think the Canucks should have signed someone other than Holtby? Easy to say that now. Because you got to remember, the free agent wanted to come here, and it sounded like Holtby wanted to come here. $4 million isn't great, but it's not brutal. It's not great though. I can't remember what other goaltenders. There are a lot of goaltenders out there though, right? Like the Dallas goalie, he was there. Khudobin was available. Yeah, I do know there are a lot of goalies available. Zach Hyman, mention of Jeff Skinner, Jake Allen. Oh yeah, Jake Allen, who's doing well in Montreal. Costa says should have kept Toffoli and Stetcher, still traded Schmidt. Still traded for Schmidt, yeah. Another vote for Zach Hyman. I could see Pearson being in Toronto. Yeah, Jeff, I'm not sure if you said that before or if someone else said that before. Jeff, are you a Canucks fan and a Maple Leafs fan? Like, tell me your story of why you were cheering from Vancouver, for Vancouver from Toronto. Sebastian Hickley just joined in and watched the game. Who do you think was more at fault for the loss, Holtby or defense? I don't think they can be mutually exclusive because Holtby's part of the defense. Defensive core didn't help Holtby, but Holtby didn't help things either. I'd say both, to be honest with you. It sounds like a total fence sitter, but I do think it's both. Harsinder, welcome. Yes, Sutter should have just put it the other way, towards the boards, and we would got out of the period 1-1. That was a bonehead play for sure. When is trade deadline and draft? Trade deadline's first week of April. Draft will be end of July. Colin, nice to see you, brother. Looking forward to Toffoli scoring more than the Canucks. That's painful. Yes, it does drive me mental. Nice to see you, brother. God bless you. Trade deadline on April 12th. Dual affiliate fan. Oh, Lucas about Colin. Yeah. Should we get Brandon Saad? I think he's okay. I don't know what he's making. I don't know much about his contract situation. Why does team build so much positivity for one day and then back to normal? Like, why? Yes, Arjun, it's so frustrating for sure. Sean Avery hated the Holtby deal because they were cheaper options. Michael says the Leafs keeping Hyman, no way letting him walk. Dexter, hopefully retaining Ben Edler, Sutter replaced by Lind, Rathbone, Podkolzin, and 2 others. Yeah, I can see definitely Rathbone and Podkolzin making this team next season. Podkolzin today, he reminds me of Landeskog. Always, never loses a puck battle, always pressure. I like that Costas. Does he have Landy's hands though? Jeff, I'm a Leafs fan, but I would like to see the Canucks do well. Very good. Well, thank you for not rubbing it in our face so far. Except against the Leafs, of course. In fact, finding your channel got me more into the Canucks. Oh, Jeff, that's awesome. And I know that you watch Parker stuff as well, which is good. Parker's doing some really good stuff. His channel's growing. But that's great, Jeff. Nice to have your support. Thank you. You think you can trade for Eichel? No, Sens. I don't think we have the assets. It would just rip apart our team. And we don't have the draft collateral. Could Gadjevich make the team next year? He could, but I think it's a long shot. Arsenal, hey Clay, what's up? Is it bad that I just hope to win but expect to lose each game? No, that's realistic, Arsenal. I think that's fair. Oh, Arsenal and Dexter, as I see both your names back to back as my trusty mods and hockey pool. Isn't it funny? I don't know if you guys do it. Do you like save a couple ads for Saturday night just so you can make sure that you get as many players playing as possible on Sunday? I only won my matchup this week because not as someone I added, but that Lankinen goalie for Chicago, he's amazing. He got me 29 or 30 points on the very last game. He basically made one save at the end to push me over the hump. But it's a funny aspect of our hockey pool. Jay Callum's from the city I live. Nice. Gives a lot of local time to youth players. Excellent. Lucas, Clay just asking, are you getting bored of the North Division? I'm starting to get a bit bored of the scheduling. Yeah, I think I'd like it more, honestly, Lucas, if we were doing better, if we were winning more games. But yeah, but the Toronto, I'm excited for those 2 games because we've only played them 3 times. And but now that we're into the 4, 5, 6 game against each team, I'm getting a little bit, but that's kind of how many we played against our normal division foes. So I'm sure by 7, 8, 9, 10, we're going to be really sick of it for sure, especially if we are out of it. Does JT Miller get traded? I doubt it. After I discover Clay, I don't watch the game, but check the scores or chat with you. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, save your 2.5 hours and then come in on with me for an hour. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, no, Kenai. Yeah, I don't stalk Parker's channel. I'm actually I support him and I like what he does. He's got a good, nice, laid back style, very articulate, nice, clean look to his videos too. No, I like Parker a lot. We need defense. Would you want maybe Adam Larson? I don't know. He costs a lot. Didn't he cost Taylor Hall for the first team? It's the first time I got traded. Landon is back. Welcome, Landon. Clay, would you ever do a donut eating contest? No, I do not want to do that. I like donuts, but I can't go crazy with those. Why are the Flames doing so bad with the ex-Canucks? I'm not saying it's because of that. There's a chemistry issue there. It was there even before this season with Kachuk, Goudreau, Monahan, Bennett, Giordano, Lucic. I don't know why, but there's something wrong there for sure. Will you do a fan subscriber meetup post-COVID? Oh, Ethan, first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to open up my home and we're going to have a massive YouTube sub meetup live stream from my house. How's that sound? Why is Markstrom not in net for the Flames? I think he's hurt right now. Harsunder, our inside source, just put it out there. I speculate the Canucks go after Gusev at the trade deadline if in the Nate chance they're back in the hunt by then. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Marquis injured, Canucks won't contend until after Eriksson, Roussel, and Beagle. Yeah, so that's 2 years from now, not this year. Monahan got hit by the puck, wasn't wearing a helmet. Ooh. Imagine Clay had fake fans coming in his house and Dexter, that I should be laughing, Dexter. That's one reason why I kind of don't want to do the house tour. I don't want someone to have a complete layout of my house. Now, it's not like I'm giving my address out, but I think people can figure that out anyways. And we do have a guard dog in a little wimpy Shih Tzu. So, that's the one thing. I'm very open and very trusting person. We have an alarm system and we, tucked away somewhere, but that's the only thing that's keeping me back from doing a full house tour. So I'll have to figure that out. Any of the Predators defensive interest? I like the Preds D. Are they selling though? Whether it's Ellis or not Yossi, but there's some good defense there. I'm definitely flying from Toronto, Vancouver for a fan meetup. Michael, that's $700 you're not going to get back though. I'm warning you. Okay, then Sean Avery, where do you live again? I saw that. I thought you were going to lose when the standings updated. I noticed you got the win. I usually don't really like to add drop, but it's something. Yeah, they're very good. Or you're talking about the pool. I just figured that out. Meet up at a restaurant. Mickey would drop anyone. Yeah, sure. He'd run under our bed and hide. Do you think Eriksson should be bought out at the end of the season? Yep. Yeah. The only time it makes sense to buy out someone is at the final year of the contract because you pay 2/3 of the contract over 2 more years. You say Shih Tzu but won't say TANK. Yeah, because Shih Tzu's the name of my, not the name of my dog, the breed. That's very funny. Dexter, don't feel pressured. Thank you. Dexter always adds players we're about to. Very good. We make a scoring line between Tankos and... Oh, you got me, Harsinder. Very good. But You know, you can make me say like combinations of T-A-N and K, but as long as I don't say the word in its context. Meet up at a local park. No, I want people here. I got a ping pong table. I got a fire pit. I got a trampoline. I want everyone here. Sean, I live a few minutes outside of Fort Langley. No, I'm in Steveston. Sean, I realize you're never here at the start of the streams, which is fine. But right at the start of the stream, I always say whether you're in my neighborhood. Oh, I think I forgot to say that today. I think someone who was here from the start and who knows my little spiel, but I'm adding so much stuff to my spiel now. My membership, my sponsor. I think I forgot to do my whole, if you're in my neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, around the world, I appreciate you and I do not take you for granted. I think I forgot to say that today. But you guys know I don't take you for granted, and yes, I do live in Steveston. Whoa, we're at 50 minutes already. Who do you want to end up winning? Leafs won 2 games in a row at Oilers. Jets next matchup against the Leafs. It doesn't matter. I like the Jets because we're not going to catch either of those two teams. Lucas is very fun. Parker, hopefully Parker, you were here when I was just gloating about you. Yes, thank you on the 6K. I know you're going to hit your 1K very quickly. You've grown so much, and you'll probably catch me within the next year or so. No, everyone, if you haven't subscribed to ParkersPucks already, make sure you do. He does some great stuff. And look at Parker. So Parker's the first one, I think, to use the emoji. Members get the badge, but Parker actually used an emoji, a Patterson emoji there. So Parker, thanks a lot and keep up the great work. We can go all night if you like. You're talking about the stream, right, Arcel? No, thanks for trying to get me, Truds. Freshwater assault setup, very good. When do you think Canucks will start having fans? Not till next season. Clay, is there a better chance for you to say swear words instead of the T word? I will try not to say both intentionally. I've sworn before. I'm not like an angel, you guys. Come on. All right. Yes, I agree. ParkersPucks is very good. Okay. We're at the 52-minute mark. Let's just make this, let's go for 3 or 4 more minutes. We'll probably, by the time I stop blabbing, we'll be close to an hour. Okay, guys and gals. I'll ask Arjun, answer his question. And then we'll start with Dexter's non-Canucks, non-hockey related questions after this one. Why would they have played Holtby? They're saving Demko for the 2 Toronto games, but I still think they should have played Demko and try and get this win. All right, Dexter, you have sworn before, but did you swear after you committed your life to God? Yeah, I've sworn after I became Catholic because those things are not mutually exclusive, and I think there's a lot worse thing. There's worse things that you can say, I think, as a Catholic than swear words. But I have no need to swear. I leave the S words in my chats, like with Rob Fay and Andrew Walker, because technically YouTube doesn't flag those. But I did take up 4 of Rob Fay's F bombs. Zoo King. How are you excited for next season with Seattle Normal Divisions? Excited for Seattle Divisions. Yeah, I would like to be back with the California team so we can beat them, although they're playing well. Favorite TV show as a child? Let's go Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Silver Spoons, Different Strokes, and Webster. I liked all comedies growing up. And Moonlighting, if anyone remembers that show. Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. Who else here plays Pokemon Go? Not me, but maybe other people will say so. Why is Sutter so slow? Yeah, he's not great. How often do you have to fill the gas tank in your car? Now, because I just drive to work and drive the kids around, probably once every 10 days. As opposed to once a week before. Once every 10 days. Lucas, have you ever considered what your ideal 32-team NHL would be? Do you mean like putting franchises in cities that don't have franchises? No, Lucas, I've never tried that actually. Do you have siblings? Yeah, Jeff. I have one younger brother. His name is Jason, 44 years old, so 2 years younger than me. Get along really well. He lives in Surrey. I live in Richmond. And I actually did a Zoom chat with him a few months ago. So if you look up Zoom chat with Jason Emo, you will see it. What was your dream job as a kid? Braden, great question. I actually wanted to become a professional musician and tour around the world with someone playing my little piano, my little keyboard. That admittedly what was my dream job. I said the T word. What did I say? Oh, gas. Yeah, Rob, I said, I'll say, very good, coach. Now I see why you're asking it. No, I said I'll say it in terms of with in proper context, but I'll never say it in the context of the Canucks. But good job, Shafin. Who is your favorite TSN Team 1040 host or TSN 1040? I liked a lot of them, but I liked Halford and Bruff's show the best. But would I say I liked him the most? SsshirazzZ was always very kind to me, especially in person whenever we meet. But SsshirazzZ is pretty polarizing. But from a friendly standpoint, I think I like SsshirazzZ and Price as people because I've had a chance to meet them and hang out with them a little bit. But I like Halford and Bruff's show. Sean, you said you never drank alcohol before. Have you drank non-alcoholic mixed drinks before? Yeah, only once on my stag in Vegas. A bunch of Catholic boys going down to Vegas. So I didn't get drunk. So I actually don't know what my limit is. Maybe I should just go crazy. Cold Trails, remember I got you to say T-A-N-K yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday or was it a couple podcasts ago? Yes, you did get me. Favorite comedian comedy show? I used to like Russell Peters, but I'm kind of a little bored of him right now. I think Eddie Murphy in History. So I can't wait for Coming to America on Friday. Favorite sport besides hockey? To play, it's volleyball and bowling. Volleyball and bowling. What's the most expensive clothes you ever bought? Probably my Indochino suit. Yes. What kind of toys did you collect as a kid? Did some Lego and did Matchbox cars. Favorite subject in school growing up? Math. Without a shadow of doubt, math. It was my best subject. I would be able to do those 100 question drills in 2 minutes because I used to be very smart in math. Didn't help me with my counting exams before. Thanks for doing this, Clay. You're welcome, Jeff. You're most welcome. James Duthie or Don Taylor in terms of entertaining? I think Duthie is a better storyteller, so I'll go with Duthie. Taylor will probably make me laugh a tiny bit more, and he's local, but I think Duthie's a great storyteller. Oh yeah, very good. If golf ever get a hole in one? No, Rob. Only in mini golf. What's the trick to bowling a strike? Depends, Sebastian. Like anyone can bowl a strike, kind of by fluke. But to be consistent, you want to have a consistent approach. You want to have a good follow through. I don't do this well, but you want to have you want to put hook on the ball. You can't go straight at the head pin. You have to have at least some sort of hook and hit it on either side of the head pin. Check out JR Pro Shop. JR Pro Shop vids. I'll put the no, actually I won't, but I'll just say my sons run this YouTube channel. They passed me. They have coming up to 7,000 subscribers, but they do awesome stuff. Check out JR Pro Shop. Have you ever talked to Brendan Batchelor before? Yeah, Avash, he was one of my first Zoom chats. What's one person that you haven't met that you'd like to meet? Like famous person? Denzel Washington. What's the most you would ever spend on a t-shirt? A t-shirt. Well, if it's something I really like a concert, maybe $50, but no. Favorite Indiana Jones movie? I can only remember the first three, and I can't even remember them. Chris, sorry. Favorite international soccer team? You're a FIFA World Cup guy. No, I just play I play the game on the PS4, but not really. Don't follow any soccer teams internationally. Well, our viewers just went up, but we're like an hour in. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going because I'm in a good mood, even though the Canucks lost. I'm in a good mood because I have 6,000 subscribers. I have a sponsor. Let's just keep going. What do you think the NHL needs to do to draw in more fans? They need to market their personalities better. Do you like taking pictures with fans in public, Clay? Yeah, Noah. I enjoy it. It makes me feel good. Good for my ego, but if it makes someone else feel good, then that's awesome. So it's kind of funny. This is gonna sound show-offy, but at Canucks games, I usually get stopped 3 or 4 times a game. Not always for pictures, but hey, Canuck Clay, I like watching your stuff. Or are you Clay Emo? Or a nice video with Marie? Or can we take a picture? So I do like that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny. Bowling night with your fans after COVID. Lazy husband. I think that's an excellent idea. We'll rent out the whole Lucky 9 bowling alley. We will do a subscriber bowling party. I think that'll be hilarious. And then we go to Monkey 9 to eat. Perfect. Mark, sorry, no more Canucks talk. Sorry, but I'll answer you. Good and the bad. Not a lot of good. Power play was okay. They got a goal. Bad. Didn't try hard enough, and I hope he wasn't that good. But that's what I've been talking about for the last 50 minutes prior to this. Shafin, I don't believe in TANK. It's not good for the culture. It never works. There's no guarantee. Avash, I'll give you a private lesson. How's that? Do you live in Lower Mainland? Avash, we should do a bowling night. Yeah, truly. We should do a bowling night. Like this video if you would attend a Canuck Clay bowling subscriber bowling night. I think that would be hilarious. No, I haven't been to Kimu, Noah. It sounds good. It just sounds like good. Meow Meow from Charlie. Okay. Do you listen to Tupac? No, I don't, but I do like Changes because of that. That song I can play on the piano. Thanks, Sebastian. Appreciate that. Landon, subscribe to JR Pro Shop. Nice. You bowl at the same place. Nice. That's awesome. Do you like John Tortorella? I didn't mind him actually when he was here. What's the number one player you think shouldn't have gotten to the Hall of Fame and have their jersey retired? Lindros. I'll have to think about that one, Sean. That's a good one. Godzilla or King Kong? Godzilla all the way. How many NHL arenas have you been to? I think it was 6 or 7. Not always for hockey though. Vancouver, been to Calgary, been to Ottawa, been to Winnipeg. So I've been to 4 of the 7. Haven't been to Toronto, Montreal, or Edmonton. So I've been to 4 to 7. And then in the States, I've seen a game in Vegas. I've been to Anaheim Arena. I've been to LA Arena. I've been to watched the All-Star game in San Jose. Been to Atlanta. Been to Columbus. Been to maybe that's it in terms of hockey arenas. So 10, not bad, a third. How did you set up your video with Steve Dangle? Just reached out to him. I've known him for a few years. And yeah, and that's been my highest watched Zoom chat actually. Would you drink some of Monkey Night alcohol beverages on the stream because they sponsored you? It might make for a more entertaining stream, and I would slur my words even more than I usually do. Maybe we should get on that. I am thinking about doing a eventually down the road, if it makes sense. Maybe doing. Can you imagine doing a Canuck Clay party at Monkey 9? I think that would be a lot of fun. I know some of you though aren't of age, so we'd have to figure out what you can do. Maybe you go bowling while everyone else drinks. Yeah, non-hockey. Bowling night would be fun. Bowling night, live in Lower Mainland, nice bowling night. Do you listen to Glass Tiger? Yeah, of course. Don't forget me when I'm gone. Of course. Filmer Wax. Favorite road city to watch an NHL game? I've only seen a couple, but I love Vegas's arena. That was nuts. Anyone taking transit down to Lucky 9? Good luck. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna go really quick. I'm an hour or 2 now. I'll just finish these last ones. Canucks for the Cup. Okay, I will. Next time I talk to Steve, I'll mention that Zamboni Driver song. Whoa, we just got a new member. The Botch Guy. Welcome to membership, Botch Guy. Thank you. We're just winding up here, but I appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Do you follow NFL or CFL? Both. Did you go to the 2019 draft? Yes, I did. Both days. I pulled an all-nighter because in between Friday night and Saturday night, I was volunteering at my son's dry grad. All right. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate. Yeah, I better wrap this up. Thank you again, Botch Guy, for your membership. Thank you. There was someone else who became a member earlier in the... Yes, it was Ethan. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate you. 12 or 24-hour stream someday. Yeah, maybe when I don't have to study or work the next day. Thanks, Botch Guy, once again. Okay, you guys are awesome. Okay. Oh, lastly, Avash, when was the gift of you jumping over the couch mate? Okay, for you, I will look this up because this is worth it. I'm going to put this in the stream right now. Give me 2 seconds here because it's worth it. I'm not going to make you watch it with me, but as soon as... No, you know what? I'm going to put it in the comments right at the very last thing. After I do my sign off, I will put this video in the comments and I would encourage you... Whoa, be quiet there. Okay. I am ready to put a link in the comments right when I'm done, and you can see where that GIF was made. All right, thanks everyone. An hour 5. This is crazy. Thank you for helping me to get 6,000 subscribers. This is supposed to be a 6,000 subscriber party, which is awesome. Too bad the Canucks didn't do their part. Thank you to Monkey9 for sponsoring. Look for a giveaway at the end of this week, at the start of next week. And thanks to all of you. I appreciate you. I know you can be watching anything else, anyone else doing anything else. I appreciate you being with me here tonight. You know that you guys know this. For those of you that have been with me for the past couple of years, you know that as I get tired, I start to mix up my words, start to slur and everything. And I'm not even drinking. So here we go. Canucks lose 5-2. They come home to face Toronto Thursday and Saturday. And earlier games, Thursday night 7, but I think Saturday's at 4, the early game of Hockey Night Canada. My friend Marie is singing on Saturday, which is awesome. And Canucks weren't awesome, but I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked this video already. And thank you to the 2 new members. I appreciate you very much. Thank you to the mods for doing a great job as always. It didn't sound like you had to be too busy tonight, which is good. I didn't see too many deleted or flagged messages or any timeouts. And I appreciate all of you for being here. Let's see what happens with the Canucks on Thursday as they play the North Division leading Toronto Maple Leafs. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great night. I'm going to put a link in the stream right now. Make sure you go watch this video. It's a fun little music video. God bless. Go Canucks go. Booyah.